Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Chakwadash. Double honors to my apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule and teach well, and peace and blessings to the elect. Shalom. Okay, so I wanted to get into a lesson starting off in Revelation, the 11th chapter and the 14th verse. So Lord willing, this is an edifying lesson to the elect. So I'll go ahead and I'll get straight into it. This is Revelation chapter 11 and verse 14. The second woe is past. It says the second woe is past. And the second woe is speaking about World War II. Okay, we know that World War II has already passed. Okay, continuing on. And behold, the third woe cometh quickly. That's right. It says, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. Okay, and we know that the third woe is speaking about World War III. Okay, that's the third woe. All right, and we understand that this place, America, which is Babylon the Great, will be destroyed during World War III, the third woe. Okay, we understand that we're in the beginning stages of World War III, the third woe. Okay, like I just mentioned, we know that America, which is Babylon the Great, will be destroyed. We know that it will be 200 million warheads that will hit America, which is Babylon the Great, during this next world war. Okay, so I'll go ahead and get the precept that I had to show you that it will be missiles that will be used during this next world war. Okay, so let me go to Isaiah, the 9th chapter. Okay, and I'll start at the 5th verse. Okay, this is Isaiah chapter 9 and verse 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments wrought in blood. That's right. And we know with ancient world battles, it was swords being used, shields being used, men screaming, blood going all over the place. Okay, we understand that this is what was going on during ancient world battles, man. Ligaments being cut off. Okay, I'll continue on. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. That's right. So it says, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. So how is it that this next world war, World War III, the third woe, will be with burning and fuel of fire? Because we understand that it'll be ICBMs that'll be used. Okay, it'll be missiles that'll be used during this next world war. Okay, that's how it's going to be with burning and fuel of fire. And we know that this place, America, which is Babylon the Great, will be laid completely desolate. Okay, and we know that the people that will be left down here in this place will be destroyed with America, which is Babylon the Great. Okay, but we understand that the elect will be delivered. Okay, so I'll go ahead and I'll get what else I had. All right, I'll get this Isaiah, the 24th chapter. All right, and I'll start at the 20th verse. Okay, this is Isaiah chapter 24 and verse 20. The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard. And what's going to cause the earth to reel to and fro like a drunkard? Those missiles. Okay, that's what's going to cause the earth to reel to and fro like a drunkard. Okay, we know that it's going to be missiles that's going to be shot from both sides of the earth. Okay, we go into it about how America will be destroyed, and we know that America will be destroyed during this next world war. Okay, but we know that America, which is Babylon the Great, has missiles as well that'll be used during this next world war. Okay, so that's what's going to cause the earth to reel to and fro like a drunkard. We know that it's going to be missiles that's going to be shot from both sides of the earth. Okay, as well as the concentrated fire that's going to come from the chariots when the Lord returns. Okay, so I read this from the top again. This is Isaiah chapter 24 and verse 20. The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it. Okay, and when you look at America, which is Babylon the Great, we have seen how the wicked philosophies of this place has been spread throughout the earth, man. Okay, you see that pedophilia is being heavily pushed and promoted, bestiality, transgenderism, okay, feminism, okay, all these things is unpleasing and contrary to the ways of the Lord is being pushed and promoted from this place, man. Okay, so I'll continue on while I read that again. And shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again. That's right, it says, and it shall fall and not rise again. Okay, so we understand that Esau's power structure will fail. Okay, so we understand that this place will be destroyed. We know that it's going to be missiles that's going to be used during this next world war, as well as concentrated fire that's going to come from the chariots when the Lord returns. Okay, we understand that it's going to be a lot of people that's going to be put to death, man. Okay, the scripture goes into in Isaiah, the 66th chapter, about how the slain of the Lord shall be many. Okay, so we understand that it's going to be many people that's going to get put to death when the Lord returns. Okay, so I'll go ahead and I'm going to get what else I had. I'm going to get this in Jeremiah, the 51st chapter. Okay, and I'm going to start at the first verse. All right, this is Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 1. Thus saith the Lord, behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me a destroying wind. Okay, it says a destroying wind. And what's that destroying wind speaking about? The nuclear destruction that's going to come to America, which is Babylon the Great. Okay, that's that destroying wind. Okay, continuing on, this is Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 2. And will send unto Babylon fanners. That's right, it says, and will send unto Babylon fanners. Okay, who are the fanners? The fanners is speaking about the other nations. Okay, that's going to come up against America, which is Babylon the Great, during this next world war, World War III, the third woe. Okay, so I read that from the top again. This is Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 2. And will send unto Babylon fanners. Okay, and we understand that the fanners, like I just went into, is speaking about the other nations. All right, continuing on, that shall fan her. That's right. So how is it that these other nations will fan America, which is Babylon the Great? By sending missiles over here. Okay, that's how they're going to fan this place, man. Okay, by sending missiles over here to destroy this place. Okay, that's how America, which is Babylon the Great, will be fanned. Okay, and now I'll continue on. Where I read that again, that shall fan her and shall empty her land. That's right, it says, and shall empty her land. Okay, so we understand that this place, America, which is Babylon the Great, will be completely empty. Okay, this land will be laid desolate. All these things you see around you, man, all these buildings, all these cars you see, okay, these roads, okay, will be destroyed with America, which is Babylon the Great. Okay, even you wicked people that's living down here, man. So we know this land will be laid completely desolate, man. Okay, continuing on. For in the day of trouble, they shall be against her round about. That's right. So we know that these nations will collectively come up against America, which is Babylon the Great, during World War III, the third woe, to send missiles over here to destroy this place, man. Okay, and we know that even America's allies will send missiles over here to destroy this place as well, man. Okay, the scripture goes to that in Revelation, the 17th chapter. Okay, in the 16th verse. Okay, we understand, you know, that it goes to it about how they're going to eat her flesh and burn her with fire. Okay, how they're going to do that? By sending missiles. Okay, that's how they're going to do that, man. Okay, but we know before this place is destroyed, we know that the CHIP, which is the MOTB, has to be made mandatory, and it will be made mandatory. Okay, you won't be able to buy or sell without taking that CHIP. Okay, but if you take it, you will be destroyed. We're constantly warning our people, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which are the Hebrew Israelites, to not take the CHIP, which is the MOTB. If you take it, you will be destroyed. Okay, but we know that the Lord will put the spirit on the elect to resist taking that CHIP, which is the MOTB. We know that the elect won't take it. Okay, we know that the elect will be delivered when the Lord returns. Okay, so I'll go ahead and I'll get what else I had. All right, let me get this in Isaiah, the 26th chapter, and I'll go to the 20th verse. Okay, this is Isaiah chapter 26 and verse 20. Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers. Okay, and who are the ones that's going to be able to enter into the chambers? And the chambers are speaking about the chariots. Okay, so who are the people that will be able to enter into the chambers? The elect. Okay, continuing on. And shut thy doors about thee, hide thyself as it were for a little moment, until the indignation be overpassed. That's right. So we understand that the elect will be delivered. When the Lord returns, they're going to be beamed up into the chariot, and they're going to be able to see the nuclear destruction of America, which is Babylon the Great, from the chariot. Okay. So with that said, Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson to the elect. And I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Chakwadash. Double honors to my apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule and teach well. And peace and blessings to the elect. Shalom.